I told you guys I would be back to do Glinda makeup, and here I am. I'm so nervous that this tiara is gonna fall off my head because it did that so many times. Guys, I went to go see the movie. It was so good. Definitely going to be going to see it again, which gives me the perfect opportunity to kind of redeem myself with my makeup. So I did already go, like I just said, and I did dress up. And while I think I looked very cute, I think I can do a little bit better. I'm going to show you how I did this makeup right here, a beautiful natural look. And before we get started, make sure that you go ahead and subscribe because I do a ton of makeup tutorials, reviews, as well as cosplays and convention related topics. So there's a little bit of something for everybody. So make sure you do that, and we're going to get right into the tutorial. I don't really like filming during the daytime. I don't know, something about just night. I didn't have another choice, so trying not to think about that. I've already prepped and primed my face, so I'm going to be going right into it. We're going to start off with color correcting. This is my NYX color correcting palette. I love this one so much. With any cream product, I like to take it with the back of the brush and then put it on my hand, kind of like as my palette, but what this also does is it's like warming up the product. I do this with all of my cream products. It goes on smoother. Literally just using the smallest amount and just very, very lightly. It's not even gonna be blended all the way. Taking a fluffier brush, and I'm just gonna very gently pat it in. You're not rubbing, you're patting. I'm trying to find a new drugstore foundation right now, and it's not going well for me. I'm going to be using the Makeup Revolution IRL Filter Foundation, and let me just tell you, I hate it, but I bought it, so I'm gonna use it. It really is disappointing because it matches my skin very well, and I have to get the lightest shade of foundation, but they're all too dark still, or they're very warm and they don't have a nice cool toned alternative. Also, this one, it's just very it's showing me dry patches I didn't even know I had. The camera mostly hides it, but yeah, when I get closer to my face, really enhances my texture. I don't really have overly dry or overly textured skin. My skin is pretty normal. Like I said, I bought it, so I gotta use it. This is the NYX Powder Louder eyebrow pencil. I don't like this either. My main ick with it was way too warm. It's supposed to be taupe. It feels very chalky. However, since I'm trying to really replicate more of Ariana Grande's look, she does have a warmer blonde to her, so I feel this is the better choice. She also has those eyebrows on her that make her look perpetually concerned. Wow. I have to fill this in immediately. I'm just using all of the products I don't like today, but it's I would much rather use them when I'm just doing makeup at home than out in public. In one of my earlier videos, I mentioned that one eyebrow was growing back a lot thicker than the other one. Yeah, that hasn't changed. For some reason, I'm sure my posture is terrible too. Going in with my e.l.f. Camo Concealer, number 3 on products that I do not like. I actually used to really like this one, but I found better, and now I'm I'm gonna try to shape up this disaster of a brow that I made. Some would consider this a dated technique. I don't care. If it works for you, it works for you. One of my teachers in makeup school told me oh, there's no rules in makeup, it's however you want to express yourself, blah 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 blah, and then continued to be oh, well, no one's gonna want to book with you because you don't do up-to-date trends. And I was and me personally, this is so sidetracked, but I would much rather book with someone who isn't just following trends, because most of those trends are not really rooted in real technique. But continue, tell me more about how nobody wants to book with me. I say as I've done multiple bookings in my time since I started that school. when I finish that class, oh, the video I'm going to make about it. I always feel like I take a very long time on my eyebrows, but it's hard when you have no eyebrow and you have to draw it on. I'm trying to make them a little bit thicker. I really am a thin brow fan, and I realize that's not what we're going for at this point in time. Can't wait for the big eyebrow trend to die. There they are. Using my Buttermelt bronzer from NYX. I actually do like this product, surprise, surprise. But I do have a complaint, of course. This is very warm. It's the lightest shade, and it's just very too warm. I love the formula. I love how it goes on, but if they made like a cool tone collection of these, I would be the happiest girl in the world. I always lay it on really thick when I do my nose, and then I kind of blend it out and it looks a lot more natural. This is one of the parts where it's like you really have to trust the process. I think I've already made my nose too narrow, but that's okay. I can fix that. Going back with my least favorite concealer. The way I do this might be like a little unorthodox, but I don't really care. I think it's a lot more about how it looks when you're done than how you get there, within reason. My brush is slipping and sliding on the bridge of my nose a lot more than it usually does. Make a circle, trying to create like a button nose effect without it being like overly saturated, but I think a little highlighter could fix that up. Alright, we're gonna come back to that. I've said this before, but if you're new here, I work my under eye and my nose contour all in one. It makes sense to me. If you haven't seen my base makeup 101 video, I kind of show you how I do my under eye and how I recommend everyone do their under eye, because there can be a lot of misconception with how to do it properly, especially with all the crap on social media. I really hate this foundation, and I think this concealer mixed with it is really just enhancing every little bump and pore and everything I have on my nose right now. And I'm really glad that the camera isn't picking it up as much as I'm seeing it in this mirror right now. Guys, I'm really hating this foundation. Just the more I'm using it, and I'm setting my eyes with the Airspun powder right now, but it's just like the more I'm using this foundation, I'm just realizing like, oh my god, this is the worst foundation for my skin type ever. And I'm not gonna stop being mad about it because it really does match my natural skin tone. She's killing my vibe, but I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going. So I'm just gonna take a break from this area and move on to doing some of my bronzer. Very easy. I love how pigmented this bronzer is. Not bringing the bronzer very far down. It's hard to like talk and narrate while I'm like actively working on my face, but I am gonna go a little bit darker on the bronzer than I usually would, just because I'm trying to create a very specific look. This bronzer has like a very pleasant smell to it. I really enjoy that. This is like a very warm blush. I have a lot of warm stuff. It's because I used to do Ipsy and it was really fun, but they were just constantly sending me the wrong stuff for my skin type or my skin tone, which is crazy because you have to like take an in-depth quiz when you sign up. But like, yeah, they just kept sending me all the wrong stuff for my skin tone. This is Voss Blushing Beauty. No real problem with the formula. I do like the formula, but it's just very warm. But again, I'm trying to create a specific look. So I can't get over my eyebrows, like I look worried. Taking a smaller brush, I'm gonna get right under my lip, and then I'm gonna get right here and just taking whatever's left on the brush, kind of trying to make more of that like button nose effect. I bring just like a little bit up. That's cute. That's cute. I like that. How about even more blush? Fun, fun, fun. Okay, this is, see, I'm glad I didn't rage quit because this already looks better. I'm looking at pictures for inspiration right now because she does a very natural look with the eyes, which is like my least favorite look to do. But I'm gonna figure this out. I'm using this palette, Numont by Sigma. I got this last year on Black Friday. Literally the first thing I ever bought on Black Friday was this palette, and the only thing I've ever bought on Black Friday. I'm gonna take a taupe color and go in my crease. Oh, I think this brush might be a little too thick. That's okay, I'm gonna work with it. I've gotten this far. So there's that. I don't know why it's so much easier for me to do just a very natural like 2 or 3 step eye on someone else than myself. She has very round eyes. Mine, they're pretty round, but they're more like downturned. So I'm gonna try to create like an illusion of a rounder eye. Bringing it like right up into the bone. Okay, then I'm gonna take literally the same brush, wipe it off a little, with this peachy color right on my lid. Just pack that on and then blend it into this taupe a little bit. Then I'm taking like the leftover peachy on the brush and using that to blend out up here even more. I don't want it to be too overpowering. I'm gonna take my Patrick Ta palette. This is Major Dimensions 3. This is what I used to do my brows as well. I don't think I said that. I'm gonna take like a medium brown and just really like a very light line just to kind of define a little bit more. I'm gonna do it on the other side and then I'm just gonna blend this out. That was the right move. Adding a little more depth. I'm gonna take the peachy shade, not that one, and just tap it on one more time for funsies. And that is all I'm gonna do for that part. I'm gonna give myself a breath of drop shadow. That's also something I usually like to go heavier on, but I'm gonna give myself just a tiny touch sparkle right there in the inner corner. Bring it up a little bit. And then she doesn't really have winged liner. I'm like looking at screenshots of her from the movie. She doesn't really do winged liner. Sad. I'm going to. Back to products I hate. This is a lip liner from Juvia's place. It's brown. I don't like how it goes on the lips. Like it's just, it feels like I'm dragging it across my lips. I'm gonna try using it as an eyeliner. God, I'm so bad at just getting the lid. I usually start like my wing and then go up and then in. And I really need two hands for this. So that's the other challenge. Give me liquid eyeliner. I can go crazy with that all day. Anything that's not liquid, then it's gonna be a bad time. This is getting cuter by the second. Curl the lash. I always have such trouble curling my lashes. I have a full size, but for some reason I'm gonna use my mini Bad Gal Bang. Another one I don't like, and I'm so upset about it. When I worked at the Ulta at Target, we got free samples all the time. We would get this for free sometimes. Like you would get all sorts of like cool stuff. And I got the Bad Gal Bang and I loved it. Like it was so good. And then I ended up buying it and it sucked. Like I'm sure it was Bad Gal Bang that I tried and loved and that I bought again, but I don't like it. Like it was making my lashes stick together and all this other shit. So I really don't use it that much. I'm gonna be really light on my bottom lashes. This is cute, guys. Like, and I said I'm not a big fan of like natural eye makeup, but like y'all are about to watch me change my mind on camera. I also think it's the contacts. Like they just make my eyes look so much bigger. No shit, Sherlock. Like eye color really contributes to like how your makeup looks. Yeah, I'm skipping false lashes. It definitely has more of like a pinkish look, which is good because I think I have the perfect color. But let me see if I can find a lip liner. There's a difference with the NYX lip liners. Like they have just like the regular like pencil, and then they have ones that are like matte lip liner. This one just says lip pencil, and I hate the pencil ones, but I love this mauve color. I don't know if they have it in like the creamier version. It really does matter like what sharpener you're using, in my opinion. Like get a good sharpener, because I was using like the cheapo like Elf and Ulta ones, and they're just not as good as like this Urban Decay one. It definitely was like a pretty penny, and I felt really weird like spending like, I don't know what it was, like $16 or $26 on a pencil sharpener, but like it's really good. I'm really trying hard not to like overline my lips because I be doing that. This is the L'Oreal lipstick in Tickled Pink. I've been really into like just like plain old lipstick, like plain old drugstore lipstick, not like liquid lipsticks or glosses or all these like gimmicky things. Just give me like a plain old lipstick. I've been really into that lately. This is like my dream lip combo. This with like a darker like berry lip liner. So cute. But also because I am cool toned, and this is like a nice like cool tone pink. It's like the perfect color for me. This is a very beat up Anastasia highlighter, the iced out highlighter. They got my ass with this. The girl at Ulta got my ass because I knew I wanted to like buy myself something nice, and I knew I needed a new highlighter, and I was between this one and the Fenty one. I forget what it's called, but I know the color's like How Many Carats or something. And she got me with like the whole like color shift technology that this thing has. It looks the fucking same on everybody. She got my ass, but it's very pretty. Again, It's got warm tones, baby girl. It's gorgeous, but it has a gold, like you can see it kind of has like a gold shimmer to it. I knew I should have gotten the Fenty one. They don't make anything for cool tones. They really don't. I can find stuff and I can make stuff work, but it's harder. It doesn't matter like how light or deep your skin tone is, because people with cool undertones, you know. I'm gonna give myself just like a little extra right here, and I'll set it, and I think it'll be good. I think this is so cute. It'll be even cuter when I put the wig on, so be right back. So here is the final look. Do like a little close-up on the face, and then of course I have my tiara. It's so different for me. It's good. I feel like I did a really good job, but it's just very weird seeing something so like natural on me. Like I looked in the mirror after I put the wig on and I was like, I'm excited because like I feel like the first time I went to go see the movie, I looked so much like me, but I feel like I look more like a character now. Like I don't look like me, and that's something that I really enjoy about doing like cosplay and character makeup and all that fun stuff. So I think this is making me like a little more open-minded to trying out some natural looks. But anyways, that is going to wrap it up on my wicked makeup tutorials. Make sure that you like and subscribe so that you can become one of Ezra's faves, where I do all sorts of fun makeup tutorials and makeup reviews and cosplays and convention related, all of that fun stuff, all of those topics. So definitely stick around and see what else I've got going on, because I have so many ideas and way too much time on my hands. But that's about it. So yeah, bye!